inspiration and glorious texture in one product? Yes, please. Hello and welcome to Karen's Creative Cards on YouTube. I'm Karen Hashik and I'm in love with this embossing folder from Spellbinders and Dina Wakley called Soaring. Just look at the texture in there. The birds are beautiful and then the words are very inspiring. I made this card simply by braying color over it and then highlighting some of the words. Shine your light, be a masterpiece, do more of what you love, breathe. Right? Really, really inspiring, lovely words. I just punched out a bird to kind of match the theme of that background there. This card, I added some feathers from a new one also from Dina Wakley called Feather Dream. It is a better press plate and I foiled the feathers and that background piece, but the star of the show is that embossed background with all that texture. I just love it. Here's another one I did with rainbow colored foil, again on a pretty background. All you need is good embossed background and add a few dies, gorgeous cards. And here's a better press version that I made in more masculine colors. So this set here has the 3 feathers that you can either better press or foil, and then it has dies that you can cut it out, and then a background writing. So all of these cards were made easily with the glorious textured background of the Soaring embossing folder. And of course all these cards will be on my blog, and links to the blog post and products featured are in the description box. Now I recently bought another Spellbinders die set called Rainbow Slice Tunnel. This one's by Vicky, I'm not going to be able to pronounce that, Vicky P, okay? And it's just really unique. And I made 2 rainbow colored cards. I used the positive and the negative parts of the die. So this one cuts out the inside piece, but when you do that, of course, you get this piece. So I put them together, both of them on that pretty embossed background, added some birds. Really easy to do, 2 for 1 with the use of the rainbow pieces. Now this would be pretty on a plain background, but I just think it's so much better when you add the texture. There are 2 things I struggle with in my card making sessions: finding the right colors to use together with or without pattern paper and leaving any white space. I just need texture on my white space or my plain colored backgrounds, and I'm okay with that. I recently found a company called Club Scrap that is helping me putting colors of cardstock and pattern paper together. They release a monthly kit for card makers as well as for scrappers with colors that work beautifully together, as well as ideas on how to make a bunch of cards or scrapbook pages. You can order without joining the monthly club if you wish. Now I received this kit at a card making gathering I went to, and I just loved the color choices. So I'm going to make a rainbow card with that rainbow slice die using these colors. So we have those beautiful blues, and I'm not going to use the green, but these are the ones that came in the kit. And then there's some really pretty pattern paper as well. So I'm going to start with a square card base, 5.5 by 11. Now the top layer is going to be cream colored, and what you do is you cut the largest die, I numbered it number 1, out of whatever you want to be your top layer. So I'll show you this set. It has 4 dies like this that makes that rainbow slice, and then it has all sorts of flowers and foliage that you can use with this as well. So there are a ton of dies, 31 cutting dies in here, well worth every penny I spent. I just love this one. So I've done some of the die cutting. You don't need to watch me do all of it, but this is the first layer. After that, you get that cut. Then you take your second color and you put it underneath here, and then you line up die number 2, and I've done that as well. And then you take die number 3, now I numbered these of course, and you put your third color underneath. And what we're doing is we're lining these up so that the edges match there, and then you put the third color under, so that also lines up to match. Maybe if I just use the two because I don't have them together here. I kind of tape this in place. I don't know if it's still perfect or not, but I would say that it is. And so I'm going to die cut that slice out of there. I have my die cutting machine over here on the side that I can't move. And then I always use my Spellbinders Platinum for embossing, and of course I can cut on there too, but I'd be changing all the sandwiches, so it's so much easier for me just to reach over here and use my electronic one. So then this is layer number 3. And what I really like is what I call, you get the positive and the negative image. So this is the opening, and then this is what comes out of it. And it's really pretty to layer these pieces up too. And to use them, it's just a waste not to, in my opinion. On the rainbow ones I showed you, I made a whole second card with those pieces that I cut out. But in this one, I think I'm just going to layer these together and use it as a decorative element in the inside of the card. I think I'm going to cut some of that tail off. A little bit anyway. And that's going to just go in the inside of the card once I put that together. But isn't that pretty, just like that? So there is actually a 4th die in that set, but I think I'm just going to stick with the 3. I think that's a good look. But before I put them together, I need to emboss this. There's a little texture actually on this paper, and I could leave it, but I just think that adding this beautiful textured embossing with those birds and the inspirational words are just gorgeous. And you really could line this up anywhere. You could pick your favorite sayings on there, but I think I'll just center it there. I'm going to emboss this in my Spellbinders Platinum, and of course if you're using Spellbinders embossing folders, the sandwich is automatic. With the 3D, you use the base and this gray plate. There's no thinking to it. There's an exact sandwich for 3D and for regular embossing folders. So that beautiful 3D embossing is in there. You can see the birds, you can see the words. I think the texture of that is just gorgeous. So we're going to start with gluing or taping these together. I think I'll use glue. You can sometimes just tape it, but to get it to stick well. I just need to line these edges up and be able to see some of that blue. I figured out measurements so I'm not wasting a lot of paper here. So I figured out that the second layer, so that it glues in properly, but again is not a lot of waste, is 5 by 4 in this card anyway. But I think it would be in almost all, because the key is to get these edges lined up and have this be long enough. And then layer 3 is 4 1/4 by 4. And again, I could put a 4th layer in, but I'm just going to put this pattern paper underneath so you can just see some of that lovely textured blue there. So line up the ends and see some of that what they're calling a rainbow slice. So you can see kind of like waves of those different colors. And this one you want lined up to the end also. I think I'm just going to tape that one on. So we have that pretty waved pattern. I think it's pretty even on the end. Let's see how it looks on here. Yep. And then we'll glue this whole piece on. Glue gives us a little time and a little wiggle room to get it pretty even there. So I've chosen a lighthouse and a bird. Both of those are dies from I.O. and I raise them on pop dots. Put the lighthouse right next to the end of that kind of looks like water there. And then a soaring bird to go with our soaring embossing folder. The little strings on a die cut bother you. You can't see them, I'm sure, but they're sticking out there. Okay. And then I have a pretty scripty thinking of you that I'm going to put on there. This card, of course, could be used for sympathy or thinking of you or happy birthday or any reason. Thinking of you is one of my favorite sentiments to put on, because again, that could be for so many reasons. Nope, press it down. Get it to stay here. Little piece sticking off. And then on the inside, I would put a piece of a little bit lighter paper there, and then on the top I'm going to glue this pretty wave in because I really can't waste it, and it matches the front. So our card is complete. We have those pretty waves and that gorgeous texture of the background. And I love how all these cards turned out with the embossing folder inspiration from Dina Wakley and Spellbinders. And I hope my cards inspire you to give some of the ideas and products a try, and then send some joy out into our world.